Good afternoon. Very happy to welcome our first guest for the new year, 23, Miss Krystal Francuzenko from the United States. How are you, Krystal?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Thank you very much. Be careful with your watch because it's making some noises on your table.
Oh, not a problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yes. First, I want to thank you very much for accepting the live interview. And I've seen you've been doing acting and modeling, but let us start about telling me how did you got interested into arts and how did you start to perform modeling and acting professionally so far?
Okay, actually, that's a great question. My interest is, my interest in art in particular would be family. I'm Ukrainian, and my grandfather was actually a famous actor and writer in Ukraine years ago. He's now deceased. His name is now, forgotten, but that would be the interest in art. How I came about being an actor is I was literally one of the cases where someone literally pretty much picked me up off the street. My acting coach struck a conversation with me in an elevator. We continued the conversation over some drinks, and he asked me if I would take his class. And I did. And I told myself if I was any good, I would pursue doing it as a hobby. And I was pretty good at it. And I've taken a couple of courses since then. I've done a lot of projects since then, especially for only having been in it for a couple of years. And yeah, I also look forward to projects to come.
Great, Krystal. And did you move United States recently, or were you born in the United States?
I was born here. I'm a
Wow,
third generation, and I was born here, born and raised. I would call myself country, if anything. So yeah.
Excellent. And tell me, I've seen a lot of your acting credits on the internet movies. I've seen you have done recently 2 shorts coming up. This is correct?
Yes. A lot of my work hasn't come out yet. One of my short films actually just won an award. And it's not even eligible to be released until the awards gives the credits back. It's a very complicated process, as I'm sure you're familiar with. But yes, that
Yes.
I'm looking forward to. That was called Temptasia, and I was the lead character in that one. There's also another one called The Hired Man, which is a film which I did a scene as a girlfriend hooker. There's also another film, short film that should be coming out soon if it is completed, called Crossing of the Abyss, which I play a angry wife to the lead character.
Yes. And about Temptasia, what can you tell us briefly about your role, your character in the film? What do you play?
Which one?
On Tasia.
Oh, Tasia. Tasia, I play a temp interview. So I come in for an interview as a temp, and I basically make everybody nervous. It's a short, funny film. It's hilarious, actually. I really recommend seeing it as soon as it comes out. It really is hilarious. Basically, the guys are falling all over themselves. It's. What an award! It's really funny. So I, of course, have seen
Excellent.
it, but I can't release it.
Yes. But I look forward to see it. I think shorts are a very good, medium to introduce yourself to more mainstream audiences. Do you think so?
Yes, I mean, like I said, I'm actually pretty blessed to have done the things that I've done in with no real background in acting, pretty much picked up off the street. And my first film I ever did was a feature film. So I had a small role, of course, but I mean, I never did backgrounds. I never did, I mean, so it's great practice for me, and it's a great way to get my name out there. So there are other things, of course, and I think most people would say this, that they want to do with acting and goals that they, would like to promote, and that I as well would like to promote myself in a certain way, and I feel like I'm taking the steps to do that.
Yes. And part of your
It cut out. I can't hear you. Uh-oh.
sorry.
That's okay.
Hello? Yes, we're back.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It happens. I was asking you, Krystal, besides modeling and acting as well, I do some fitness training. This is correct?
Yes. Actually, I'm going to add one to the list. I actually also wrote a biography that is being
Really?
published currently. It feeds into everything. It's not. I mean, I myself have been through a lot of things, yes, but there's people who have been through more, of course. It's more so about. It's to promote some issues that are still going on in society, especially for women. Some issues that women may have faced. It covers almost everything, and it's one of my goals to promote and to discuss and possibly help people get through some of these issues. One of the issues and one of the reasons why I got into fitness training is because I myself fight depression. And on top of it, some things that have happened to me during my life, I needed a release. I needed a release for anger and everything, probably more than an average person. So I tried, everything, and fitness is what did it for me. I train. I keep educating myself in fitness. I challenge myself personally in fitness all the time. And I am a complete living and on paper advocate for fitness and how it can change people's lives, how it can even save people's lives. Because to be perfectly honest, if I wasn't able to physically do the things that I do, and I didn't turn to fitness as my release, I probably would not have made it through some of the things that I've been through. Or been mentally stable afterwards.
And tell me a little bit how sports and fitness help you. I mean, on the physical and spiritual level, according to your own experience.
Well, I was lucky enough to be introduced to sports as a girl through my father. I turned away from sports and I got into a lot of trouble. When I decided to pick myself up and save my life, I turned to fitness as one, a goal, and two, to feel better. Fitness, even scientifically, with the endorphins and everything, you can't argue with that fact. It helps you psychologically. It gives you a purpose for some people. For me, myself, I love to challenge myself because it gives me goals every day. I mean, learning your body, learning what you can do, working on things. It also makes you personally proud. And not to mention the physical strength, which, feeds into everything. Myself as a mother, being physically fit and physically able to do things with my child, and you know,
Yes.
it is very important to me. I
Yes.
also am very thankful on a spiritual level that I am able and still able to do what I do physically as well. There's a lot of people that
Yes.
I work with that are, you know, doctor ordered. They're gonna die if they don't do this. I never got to
Uh-huh.
that level. So I do, you know, thank God for that. And I encourage anyone to get into some sort of fitness before ever reaching any kind of level where you absolutely have to.
Yes, and I'm very interested to hear about your biography because a lot of artists decide to do a biography or like memoirs when they are a bit older, you know. But I want to know why did you decide to write it right now, and how can we see it? Will it be like printed or online on a certain website?
I will, of course, advertise it. I am actually, well, it's probably going to be out in a few months to longest a year. I've been working on it. I'm working with the Publicist. We are currently finishing up touches and a website. So
Yes.
it's going to be heavily advertised. I am actually not as young as I look. I'm 36, but I've actually been through a lot, including a lot of
Mhm.
trauma. And the book is actually a way for me to therapeutically relive some of that trauma in more of a
Excellent.
educated and adult perspective.
Yes.
So I can kind
Yes.
of go back and say, okay, this is what happened. This is why I do this now. I fight anxiety now. I fight depression now. And I can act for some weird reason. Um, and I think acting is
Mhm.
also a way for me to become someone else. And it's fun for me.
Yes.
And because
Yes.
me, personally, myself, I'm actually a very guarded person. So I wrote the book for myself for my own therapeutic reasons. And then also, like I said, it covers a lot of women issues. It covers a lot of, you know, abuse issues. It covers a lot of single mother issues. It covers a lot of adult issues. It covers a lot of things that people, especially women, go through. And it
Yes.
also shows how I overcame it mentally and physically. So, and there's a
Yes.
little bit of a love story in there as well.
Very good. This is very inspirational, especially the love story. Everybody needs it right now.
Everybody loves a love story.
Yes. But Crystal, I have to ask you because we are beginning a new year. Do you have a certain project or a certain wish you would like to achieve during this year, either on the personal or professional level?
I have tons. I guess my
Mhm.
number one goal this year would be to promote the book. It would be to promote
Great.
and help work on some of the, you know, women's societal issues and some of the other issues that are still going on, and some, you know, that would be my primary goal.
Great. Crystal, I want to thank you very much for this beautiful interview. I look forward for the release of your films and also the book. Don't forget to send me the link to read it. It will be a privilege. And I hope next time we can talk when from the set of your film or on the red carpet of a new film you are promoting.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Take care and have a lovely weekend.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.